Don't be scared, we're talking Halloween today. Lights! That's right, in today's video, we're talking every amazing little thing that you can pick up at the thrift store, at yard sale, wherever people are selling goods cheap and you can flip them online for tons of money. I mean, some of these items are selling for thousands of dollars. No tricks, just treats. Let's get straight into it. Alrighty. I have scoured 3 major platforms for every ugly little thing that you might walk right by in the thrift store this spooky season, and I am bringing them to you today so that you don't walk by them, you pick them up and you flip them on these major marketplaces. We're talking eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari today. I have searched for the highest selling sold comps of Halloween items on all 3 platforms because you're gonna make some money after you watch this video. When you learn something, because I guarantee you're gonna learn something today, hit that like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any future videos telling you how to make money flipping stuff like this online. I feel like this first item should come with a little bit of a jump scare warning. Here's your warning. Is he terrifying or what? I showed my husband this picture. I said, would you pick this up if you saw it? He said, wow, that's ugly. It's just ugly enough. I might pick it up to investigate. Guys, these are German antiques and they're actually called Halloween stump candle lanterns. There are various ones available. I'm going to show you a couple of them here, but every single time that I found them sold on eBay, they were for over $5,000. This first one sold for $5,566.66. That number is too spooky. This video is seriously going to be scary today. Literally, here is another one that sold for $5,466.66. There is space inside the stump for a candle. If you find any Halloween or Christmas that's marked Antique Germany, it's almost always a good idea to pick it up. And if you find paper mache Halloween, definitely pick that up as well. Anytime you find these little stump creatures, pick them up. I have a feeling that even at reproduction, you're gonna make a little bit of money, but if you can find the old ones, you will be flipping them for enough to buy yourself a used car. With that being said, the only thing scary would be leaving this guy behind. Next up are these metal jack-o'-lanterns that actually open up, and inside there's a place for a taper candle. So they're more antique Halloween lanterns. Some good keywords if you were to find something like this would absolutely be parade lantern. Guys, this one sold for $4,403. Here's one that sold for $3,900. Another at over $3,500. Almost $3,500 on this one. I looked on various listings to see a size on these, hoping someone either had a size in their description or a size in the measurement, and I could never find it. So I'm not sure if they're this big or if they're the size of like an actual pumpkin. But if you find that metal jack-o'-lantern that opens up, holds a taper candle, definitely pick it up. Anytime we talk holiday specific bolos, someone always asks, when is the best time to list that? Halloween and Christmas have year-long collectors, and I would suggest that you list those items as soon as they are available to you. Don't wait until July, August, September to start listing Halloween items. And if your item doesn't sell throughout the year and we come back around like we are now to that season again, refresh the listing, delete the old, start a new listing. Or if it's an item that you only have on one platform, what better time to cross-list that? It may have been that no one on eBay wanted your item, but your buyer is just waiting on Poshmark for you to list that amazing Halloween bolo. While we're talking about cross-listing, seems like the perfect opportunity to thank the sponsor of today's video. That is Vendoo. Guys, I am addicted to using their app lately to cross-list everything. I'm cross-listing to Poshmark and to Mercari from my eBay, and I'm thinking really hard about getting into Depop. The absolute game changer for me on Vendoo versus any cross-lister that I've ever used before is their app. I'm actually going to show you guys first person just how easy it is to cross-list from the app with a Halloween item that I've had listed since last Halloween. All right, we're gonna pick this great little Halloween jack-o'-lantern. This thing is made in America. You can see it's not listed on Poshmark. We're gonna scroll down. The category needs to be selected on Poshmark. Always, I'm gonna type in Halloween decor, select that. This is just one standard size. It's always gonna be one size. Original price, I write in $0 a lot. No discount on the shipping. Enable me to make that as an offer later. $34, it's a little high. Let's go with $29. And just like that, I am listing it, and you just saw me in less than 30 seconds take this listing from eBay over to Poshmark. Guys, I am using using Vendu's app to list from everywhere. I cross-listed 3 items from the checkout line at the thrift store the other day. I told you in the last video I was cross-listing while I waited on my son at school. Cross-listing is quickly becoming one of my favorite hobbies. I gotta list more things on eBay just so I can cross-list them to other platforms. Vendu has also read our reseller brains, and as soon as an item sells, they detect it within Vendu and they mark it as sold. They are taking it off of the other platforms. That is one of the biggest reasons I've heard a lot of resellers not wanting to cross-list in general, or not wanting to use a cross-listing service. It's kind of spooky how they read our minds. I've been using Vendu for a while now, and if you guys want to try it out too, there's a link below in the description where you can save 25%. There are so many plans and things that you can add on to customize your plan. I promise you there is a Vendu plan for every level of reseller. Hopefully listing that over on Poshmark will be just the exposure it needs to get it sold. Speaking of Poshmark, our next Halloween bolo comes from Poshmark, and it is this fantastic James Avery sterling silver charm bracelet. James Avery has a huge following, and the holiday charms can command a lot of money. If you can find the Halloween charms or a full Halloween charm bracelet, this one just sold on Poshmark for $1,125. It is not a precious metal, it is just sterling silver, but it's such a sought after artist. Again, the artist name is James Avery. Get familiar and don't pass these up. The marking that you'll see on a James Avery piece is a 3-candle menorah and J. While I was searching around on Poshmark for Halloween bolos, I kept coming up with this Halloween line by Moschino. This designer is so fun, and Halloween is no exception. These candy bucket purses can sell for almost $1,000. I saw them consistently at $850, $800, $650. If you see a candy bucket like this with a leather strap attached, open it up and see if it is Moschino. If it is, it can seriously bring a lot of money. They have more in their Halloween line. They have a witch's hat. They have a candy bucket that looks like the old-fashioned bags. They even have one that looks like a happy little ghost. Anything Moschino in the Halloween line is big money. What Halloween bolo video would be complete without talking about yard ornaments? Yard decor is such a huge part of Halloween, and oftentimes you can even retail arbitrage pieces that are hard to find. Within the same season, they're available at places like Home Depot or Walmart or even Costco. Someone in my town has this jumbo skeleton, and I don't know if they paid this for it. On Poshmark, this thing's going for almost $700. It wasn't that at the retail store. On eBay right now, he's $599 with several sold. The 6-foot tall standing horse skeleton sells for almost $700. Can you believe that? And just look at the prices on some of these inflatables. Absolutely insane. We're talking over $1,000 for inflatable Halloween decor. If you thrift this, if you get it secondhand, definitely inflate it and make sure that there are no stains or punctures and that the pump works sufficiently to fully inflate it. But wow, hundreds to over $1,000 for some of these inflatables. That's insane. I feel like if you spot an outdoor Halloween decoration, it's worth stopping and checking the comps. Even these ones that are selling for like $200, $300, $400, that's a lot of money, because chances are you'll pick up something like this for 30 bucks or less secondhand. What reseller Halloween list would be complete without the Scream mask? I bring this one up because you think everyone knows about this, but everyone doesn't know about this. I scored one of these last year at my Goodwill for $2. I sold mine for just over $100, but this one went for $2,000. There are so many tiny details that are the differentiator in $100 or $1,000, but trust me, I was happy to flip my $2 into $100. You want to check underneath the chin of these and look for things like Fun World. Check the dimples, check the slant of the eyes. There's even one that has blood that comes down from it. There are so many variations of this mask. If you have the right one, again, you're gonna sell it between $100 and sometimes $2,000 or more. I would recommend ensuring that you have international shipping turned on these. Mine went international, and I have seen a lot of them that have. Paper mache is such a highly collectible medium. in the way of Halloween decor. The trouble is, a lot of these antique pieces are not marked, but it's safe to say if you see a paper mache pumpkin like this, pick it up. This one just sold for over $1,000, as many of them do. There are reproductions out there, but even the Department 56 reproductions can go for a lot of money. So if you see a piece like this, it's paper mache and Halloween, pick it up. Here's an item you might not even realize is Halloween, but it is. Most resellers know about teaks. They are women's ballet flats that are flexible and collapsible, but did you know that there are limited edition prints that can go for a ton of money? Teaks came out with a Halloween Magic with a K that it was a super sparkly print. These in a size 10 just sold for $525 on Poshmark. Adding the keyword Halloween definitely helped these to sell, and I'm just hoping that one person that sees this video might see these, pick them up, and flip them for a lot of money. When you're dealing with teaks or Rothies, ensure that the pattern or the color is not a retired style before you add generic pricing, because those retired or hard to find styles or colors can go for a ton of money. $525 for a pair of ballet flats? While we're talking about women's fashion, you need to be checking out women's purses. I know Coach has a line where they planted some jack-o'-lanterns and things, but Dooney Burke's Halloween line, which is often a collab with Disney, can bring a ton of money. If you see Dooney Burke with the Sanderson sisters, pick it up. This tote just sold for $500, and it sells for even more than that over on eBay. I saw it for $720, $698. This Sanderson sisters, so the witches from Hocus Pocus, Dooney Burke tote means big money. Over $500, you guys. Another purse brand to look for would be Loungefly. This candy corn bow mini backpack can sell for over $450. It is a rare find. If you spot it, grab it. I'm hoping that I've already exposed you to at least one item that you didn't already know that you need to be searching for Halloween. If that's true, you promise to hit the like. But if not, keep watching, because this next item I think would get past a lot of resellers. Bath & Body Works comes out with Halloween Luminaries, and in your thrift store, I would imagine these would just wind up with all of the generic Halloween decor and not in the glass cabinet. Guys, these can sell for close to $1,000. The style and whether or not it is rare or discontinued means everything, but I'm just gonna show you some comps on these Bath & Body Works Halloween haunted house. Over here on Poshmark, Bones Apothecary, $450. Guys, these prices are insane. So if you see a little light up house, if it's a luminary, if it holds a candle, definitely check and see if it's Bath & Body Works and get your bills paid with this one. While we're in the mall at Bath & Body Works, let's turn around the corner and head to Victoria's Secret. I was surprised and learned something on this next one. I saw multiple Victoria's Secret new in package Halloween costumes going for way more money than I would ever pay for them. But there are apparently buyers lining up to spend hundreds of dollars on these. This sexy little thing sailor costume sold for $356. And the air hostess was right behind it at $350. They're gonna go for a little less if they're not new in package. But wow, I could never imagine paying that for a Victoria's Secret costume. But it doesn't matter what I want to pay, it matters what those buyers want to pay. Well, unless you've been living under a rock, you know how popular Barbie is right now. And guys, Halloween is going to be no exception. Pick up those Barbie costumes and those Barbie inspired costumes. This particular costume I'm already seeing everywhere, and it's not even Barbie branded. It just says Western Barbie. It is mimicking the beautiful costume that Barbie wears in the movie after they get to the beach. Selling for almost $90 this far out from Halloween. If you can find those, pick them up. Another great brand to look for in Halloween is Starbucks. You guys knew it was coming. These Starbucks tumblers sold for $68. They glow in the dark. This is part of the 2020 collection. These sold for $118 for both of them. Starbucks can be really great money any time of year if you have the right piece. That is not to say that every Starbucks cup or mug is worth a ton of money. Don't make that mistake. I've definitely been there and made that mistake. But the Halloween tumblers can definitely be good money. The most expensive Halloween piece that I found from Starbucks. It was this Starbucks Swarovski 2013 pumpkin spice latte 10th anniversary tumbler. Yes, guys, it has Swarovski crystals on it. There were only 600 of these made, and this one sold for $275 for a mug. Another franchise you do not want to look over when it comes to Halloween is Hello Kitty. Again, a brand you don't readily associate with such a spooky holiday, but if you see spiderwebs, jack-o'-lanterns, bats, and that friendly little kitty cat face, definitely run comps. These pajama pants and mugs sold for $218 on mercari. The pajama pants alone, also on mercari, sold for $120. Here's a pajama set, again on mercari, for 60 bucks. A bath towel and shower curtain combo where Kitty is a mummy sold for $65. And if you find this rare Hello Kitty in black and white grayscale with spider webs, this throw can sell for over $100. Who knew Halloween Hello Kitty could be such a lucrative thing? I mentioned in my last video that not every Department 56 piece is a banger piece like a lot of people would have you believe, but if you find the Halloween, it can be really great money. Believe me when I say there are some bread and butter Halloween pieces, but there are also some Halloween pieces that you can flip for a ton of money. This Department 56 piece is called The Scream, and it's kind of like a little fun house. It just sold for $380 on Poshmark, and if you think that's a lot, you should see what the same piece is selling for over on eBay. You literally could have sourced this on Poshmark and made hundreds because it just sold on eBay for $800. And that's not even the most expensive Department 56 pieces. If you come across Sasha's Book Emporium, it sells for almost $1,000 on its own. It's a tiny little hut with a witch's hat on top. You better pick it up if you see it. Other small pieces that are non-assuming include the little spinning pumpkins. This one sold on Poshmark for $280. Here's a $300 Department 56 haunted house, and this Screamville with a clown sold for almost $1,000 itself. Remember, Department 56 Halloween. I hope you guys make a lot of money on that one. How could we ever be in the spooky season talking about bolos and not mention pumpkin spice? You definitely need to be on the lookout for all things pumpkin spice flavor, especially if it seems like an item you wouldn't typically associate with a pumpkin spice flavor. In walks pumpkin spice Spam. That's disgusting. This 2-pack of rare pumpkin spice Spam just sold for $125. But what if you can only find a single can? No worries, they still sell for over $100 a can. Some people are so addicted to pumpkin spice, they want to buy it all year. So at the end of the season, when it's going on sale, consider stocking up. I will leave you with the caveat though, that never has seemed to really work out well for me. Anytime I have bought food to flip, it seems like the market becomes a little oversaturated pretty quickly. So ensure it truly is a rare or hard to find item, and you may have to hold it for a while until the market comes back around. You guys know I love a good Christopher Radko ornament. These ornaments are gorgeous. They're handmade, they're hand painted, they're mercury glass, made like Christmas ornaments were 100 or more years ago. But did you know that Radko does an entire Halloween line also? And that Halloween line, you guessed it, can bring in some seriously good money. One of the most expensive pieces that I found is just a ball ornament, but it sold for $575. There's no way that you were looking at this in the thrift store and thinking it was worth almost $600, but you are now. But wait, the buyer also charged almost $80 shipping on top of that. So this sold for over $600. There's no way it took $80 to ship that, which makes this one only the second highest price I'm finding on eBay at $600 plus $18 shipping. But he is like the happiest little king jack-o'-lantern ever. Here are a few more Radko ornament pieces. $578, $500 super happy little candy corn. Guys, these prices are insane. If you see a Halloween ornament, definitely check it out. Not every Halloween ornament is going to be huge money. Dollar Tree does have a line of Halloween ornaments, but these Christopher Radko ones, golly, do not leave these these behind. I'm this deep into the comps and have yet to find a duplicate. Here's a pretty interesting Halloween sold. If I saw this, I'm not sure if I would just think it was some cheap little gimmicky commercial pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, because he has McDonald's arches for eyes. Don't be fooled, this guy sells for $500. He's just a plug-in lighted ceramic pumpkin worth a lot of money. While we're on the topic of McDonald's, if you see the little McNugget buddies in their Halloween costumes, you can lot them up. You could sell them separately on Whatnot and make a lot of money. Here's 30 of them that sold for $200. And how about blow molds? They're not just a Christmas thing. There are so many vintage blow mold designs that can bring a ton of money that are Halloween exclusives. They took a best offer on this witch from $400, but they also included $142 shipping. Dracula here sold for $400 plus $118 shipping. Guys, it is not taking that to ship these, but I thought I would include the shipping price because it allows you to know how much the buyer was truly all in for, because they're more like $520 for this Dracula. Here's a pretty non-assuming little kitschy cat on top of a pumpkin, $250 plus $255.75 shipping. He's a $500 blow mold. When you're checking comps, always check what the shipping price was also, because that gives you a more realistic idea of how much it's worth. If I saw that and I just looked at the price of it, I would think, okay, it's $250 blow mold, when in reality I had a $500 blow mold. And this one definitely surprised me, because this one is a tabletop one, meaning it is only 13 inches tall and still was able to command multiple comps I found at $384.99. That is crazy. The paint is not in perfect condition. These things don't have to be. Halloween blow molds are good money. Here's a candle. It's 3 feet tall. They took a best offer off of $360. That just blows my mind. Blow molds blow my mind. I'm worried that there may be some Halloween know-it-all that I still haven't taught something, so I am determined to get everyone educated about this next item. If you ever come across some cute little seemingly handmade Halloween item and it opens up, check and make sure it's not a German Halloween candy holder, because those can go for a lot of money. Here's a hat box style one that has sold for $3,339. Guys, we're back into the thousands again. Halloween is such a lucrative money-making holiday for flippers. Now this one, if you saw this little witch, she's pretty cute, but I'm not gonna lie, her little muslin apron looks like something you could find at like Dollar General. She doesn't strike me as handmade, but she is vintage German, and when she opens up, it looks like a toilet paper holder. This literally looks like a craft that someone's aunt might have made. Guys, she sold for $3,250. And here's another one, early 1900s candy container. It's got green glass eyes on this cat, almost $3,000. So again, if you see Halloween decor, it looks like it might be handmade or paper mache or paper, see if it's antique. It is not always going to be some kids craft. And if it opens up and it's a candy container, you could be sitting on a lot of money. Hopefully in discussing eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari Halloween bolos, you have spotted something that you're going to be on lookout for as thrift stores start to get their happy fall, y'all. Decor out and spooky season is in full effect. Guys, it is September tomorrow. Get out there and look for these Halloween bolos. It is just one way that you can ensure you treat your business like your business.